Oof. Well, what a long drive it's been. Well, we drove over 200 kilometers all the way from the capital city of Delhi to Rajasthan, the state of Rajasthan, not specifically the district of Alwar. So, why have we come here? If you can't already tell, we're here at Sariska Tiger Reserve. Now, this area was declared as a wildlife sanctuary back in 1958, and then in 1978 was declared as a tiger reserve. And then as part of India's Tiger Project, this was recognized and then given its own little space just for tigers. This is also one of the first sanctuaries in the world to have successfully relocated tigers. Over here you have about 28 tigers, you've got about 14 females, you've got 8 cubs and I think a few more adults over there. If my math is not mistaken, I've just found out all this information from the guide over here, which you can get at the back over there right at the gate. So a little bit more about this place and the wildlife over here. Now Sariska over here is quite biodiverse with the kind of wildlife it has. You have everything from tigers, leopards, hyenas, jackals, antelopes, deers, boars, monkeys, over 250 species of birds. So it's a very diverse place as it is. And why have we come here exactly? Well, as part of this episode of Into the Wild, we thought, you know what? Let's find a nice little corner of the Aravalli Mountains and go into the wild. Even though you're allowed to take your car much further than this inside, there's a temple all the way inside over there where you can take your car. But the reason why we're choosing not to take the venue is because this venue is not an ordinary venue. It's the venue N line. So yes, it's a slightly peppier car. It's got a richer exhaust note. And we thought that maybe this would be a lot more spookier for the animals, the loud exhaust. So we thought, you know what, since they are more familiar to the safari vehicles over here, and the safari vehicles can venture further deep into places, and I wouldn't want to damage this beautiful car in any way. Hence, we're going to leave this back over here and we're going to continue going further in with one of the safari vehicles ahead. So, yes, this is where we begin our journey into the wild. Well, it's been a couple of an hour or so far, and we've been venturing inside this forest and looking around, but so far we haven't been able to spot any wildlife per se, any significant wildlife that you wouldn't be used to seeing as an Indian. We've spotted deers, antelopes, we've seen sambar deers, apparently that's the tiger's favorite meal, but nothing else apart from that. Just a whole bunch of monkeys and a good amount of birds though, so birds are pretty nice, but the rest of them. Here we've got a few antelopes, so the antlers that deers have. Now every year these deers tend to drop them and grow them again, and this is some of them. And let me tell you, it is heavy enough that if it was in your head, you'd notice. So it is quite heavy. And in fact, you'd spot some of these around the forest stuck onto trees where maybe either the deers have shed them or either they've just died and decayed and dropped them over there. So yeah, this valley is a beautiful place, and even if you don't spot any animals, it's really nice to be inside the forest so you can witness all of this greenery and nature, and especially these Aravalli Mountains in the background look wonderful. As if the tiger heard what I had to say, it finally popped up, and now we've got a clear view of a tiger in front of us, and we've been following it. It's way over there in the distance right now if you can see it, but amazing. Finally get to see a female tiger in person in the wild in India for the first time, and wow, a majestic creature. I think this one just fed, so it's now heading back, and it's got the scent of a male, so it's calling out to it. It's cat calling, if you know what I mean, but yeah, exciting stuff. On our way back, finally got it. Just not what we were expecting, but into the wild.